Hello everyone, I'm Wright, your Superintendent of Schools. This month, we're taking a closer look at our proposed school budget. It's been another challenging budget year for us. Rising costs, particularly for utilities and employee health benefits, which are increasing by more than 15%, continue to put pressure on our school budgets. At the same time, state aid increases have been minimal, which is especially significant in a community like ours, where nearly 2/3 of our funding comes from the state. Despite those challenges, we've developed a balanced budget. We've done that by making careful, measured decisions without significant impacts to student experience or our instructional program. This is something districts across the state are navigating, and we expect these pressures to continue, unfortunately. As always, our decisions are guided by our district priorities, achievement, opportunity, and support, and by our commitment to being educationally sound, equitable, and fiscally responsible. The proposed tax levy increase is at 3.1%, which is at the allowable cap. Historically, the actual tax rate is often lower, and we'll continue to monitor this closely. I want to thank our community for its continued support. That support allows us to make strategic investments in our schools, and those investments matter. A great example of that is Geneva Middle School. For the first time ever, GMS is no longer in accountability status and is now considered in good standing. It's a major milestone, and it reflects the hard work of our students, staff, and leadership, along with the support of this community. To tell that story, I'd like to turn it over to Geneva Middle School Principal Shannon Kelly.
So accountability status is a measure by New York State, mostly based on our test scores. And for many years, I think in doing a research project with a student a few years ago, it was like up to 20 plus years we've been on accountability status in Geneva, just meaning that our state test scores were not where the state wanted us to be, especially in comparison to other schools in our region and in the state. And we are super excited to be off accountability status and in a local support status and in good standing. I think what shifted was really the systems and structures to allow teachers to be their best selves, and students, things like implementing common planning time again, having teachers be working, be in teams. Also having WIN all the same period. WIN is our What I Need program. It came to the district several years ago, and initially it was just by grade level. Having everybody have that What I Need intervention the same period has allowed us a lot more flexibility in groupings of students. Truly, it's been a collective effort. It's hard to name everybody, but I would say, our coaches are a huge part of it, creating groups out of that student data. Teachers just being willing to try, new things and be vulnerable and, learn interventions out of their comfort zone. Our counseling staff has been phenomenal. And really our students, they've been so open and mature and, impressive in the way that they reflect on their data and set goals for themselves and celebrate each other.
This year I've had so many good teachers, so many good counselors. I worked really hard, and my teachers helped me a lot to get to where I am right now.
Something about WIN is probably how much I've grown, because things used to be a lot harder, and now things are just easy. I can get questions right off the bat, and it makes me happier to know how much I've grown.
Everybody's really welcoming. Everybody helps if you need anybody help with grades, help with work.
My favorite thing about being a student at Geneva Middle School is probably coming in the morning and just getting good vibes from all the teachers.
The teachers make it really fun. They make it they have to do work, you're learning, but they also make it try to be fun.
Something I'm proud of moments-wise is probably not a moment, but moments, you know what I mean? Feeling good after finishing a test and knowing, wow, I did good, or, getting a good iReady score. Something that, will motivate you, that you can just say, I did good and I'll be ready for the future.
I had a lot of struggles coming into the school, but now I'm actually a really good student.